Hello! Take a moment to think about this. Most people don't care whether you succeed or fail. And the truth is, no one is waiting for you. No one will push you to the top. It may sound harsh, but this is the reality you need to face. You might have once thought that someone would come and help you, or that you'd find encouragement from someone to keep going. But that's just an illusion. The truth is, everyone is busy with their own lives, and if you keep waiting for someone to come save you, you'll remain stuck. We live in a world where people are constantly seeking validation from the outside. You'll see many individuals chasing acceptance from friends, family, colleagues, or even society. But the reality is, no one can determine your worth except for you. If you keep waiting for others to applaud you or expecting compliments, you will waste your precious time. So, what should you do? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the perfect moment? Because it may never come, the time is now. You must start taking action right now. You can't sit around waiting for the perfect day to begin. Every moment you wait is a moment you waste. You have to push yourself forward. No one will do it for you. No one will hand you the opportunity, and no one will applaud you when you start taking action. You might not receive recognition right away, but don't forget that your success depends entirely on you. Remember, life is not for those who wait, it's for those who act. If you want to achieve what you desire, you have to create your own opportunities. Start today, even if the world around you stays silent, because you are the one who creates the sound of success in your life. Part 1. Don't wait for anyone. Take action now. Let's face the truth. Life doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't stop for you. It doesn't rest for you. And no one is going to come and save you when times get tough. Only you can change your own destiny. And you need to create your own opportunities. Successful people are not those who have an easy path. They are the ones who have taken full responsibility for their lives. They don't blame the past, their circumstances, or things beyond their control. Instead, they understand that if they want to change, they must start taking action right away. So, where do you start? The simplest way is to develop a habit of taking action every day. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect or until you feel 100% ready. Start now with small steps. These small actions will lead to big changes. One of the first ways to get started is by making a daily plan. Every morning, take 10 minutes to plan your day. Write down 3 important things you want to achieve that day. Don't just jot down regular tasks. Instead, write specific actions that will help you move closer to your long-term goals. For example, if your goal is to develop a new skill, a small action could be to spend 30 minutes learning something new every day. A clear plan helps you reduce procrastination and keeps you focused on what truly matters. When you have a plan, you will no longer wait for the perfect moment or for support from the outside. You will take action toward a specific goal, and nothing will stop you. Another strategy to stop waiting is to create a daily discipline habit. You don't need to do everything right away, but you need to commit to taking action every day. One of the best ways to build discipline is by using the first 5 minutes method. When you don't feel like doing something, start with just 5 minutes. Set a timer, and for those 5 minutes, focus solely on the task at hand. You'll find that once you begin, it's easier to keep going, because sometimes all it takes is a little push to get into the flow of work. Stop making excuses for not taking action. Every time you do nothing, you're allowing your excuses to override your goals. Try this. Every time you feel like you can't continue, ask yourself, what's stopping me from doing this right now? You'll notice that most of the time, these reasons are just temporary thoughts, not real obstacles. So, instead of finding reasons not to act, find reasons to start right now. Whenever you wait for something, You're letting time slip by without making a difference. Think about this. Time doesn't wait for you, so why should you wait for it? Every day you delay is a day you lose the opportunity to grow. To avoid getting caught in the cycle of procrastination, you need to focus on small, consistent actions. Start with simple tasks, and over time, you'll realize that these small steps will create a huge difference. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Only action creates results. Create opportunities from the small actions you take every day. And you'll see that when you work hard and stay persistent, opportunities will come to you, but you must proactively create them. One effective way to maintain motivation is to track your progress. Take time each week to review what you've done and determine whether you're on the right path. Small progress every day will be your biggest motivation to keep going. When you can see the results of your small actions, you'll keep pushing yourself forward. Finally, remember that no one can create opportunities for you but you. Don't wait for someone to come and help you achieve your dreams. You are the one who decides your life. Make your time valuable. Take action right now and never go back to procrastination. When you start taking action, you'll notice everything will begin to change and you'll move one step closer to your goals every day. To stop waiting, start taking action today. Make a plan, begin with small steps, build a habit of discipline and persistence, and track your progress. Take it one step at a time, and you'll see big changes in your life. Part 2, take full responsibility. One of the main reasons most people fail to achieve their goals is because they don't want to take responsibility. We often look for ways to blame circumstances, other people, or external factors. But if you want true success, you must understand that your problems are yours. No one will wake you up early in the morning, no one will remind you what to do, and no one will compensate for your shortcomings. You have to do it yourself. There's no one coming to save you in this life. No one will reach out and pull you out of the difficulties you face. Successful people are not the ones who have everything handed to them easily. They are the ones who have taken full responsibility for their lives. They don't blame anyone or anything. They don't wait for someone to come and do the work for them. They start from the beginning, and they understand that only they can change their life. The truth is, don't wait for someone else to worry about your life. Your life is not someone else's responsibility. You are the only one who can decide how you will live, how you will face challenges, and how you will overcome them. If you keep waiting for someone to hand you an opportunity or help you get through difficulties, you will never make progress. Instead, you need to plan and take action to solve your own problems. Look back at the times you failed in the past and think about why. Were you blaming others, or were you blaming circumstances and events beyond your control? Yes, circumstances can be tough, but success does not come from blaming others. It comes from taking responsibility and taking action. When you stop blaming circumstances and others, you will begin to see opportunities everywhere. You will realize that no matter how difficult the situation may seem, opportunities can still be found if you have the mindset of responsibility and action. You will stop looking at what you lack and start focusing on what you can do with what you have. Don't seek ease. There are no shortcuts to success. Successful people don't look for easy paths or shortcuts. They aren't afraid of hard work. They seek out challenges to overcome, and they turn every obstacle into an opportunity to expand their limits. Every challenge, every difficulty you encounter along your path is an opportunity for growth and strength. It's these challenges that teach you valuable lessons that you would never have learned if life were all easy. Once you realize that each challenge is an opportunity to develop yourself, you will no longer fear or avoid them. Start by being clear that you can change everything. If you're unhappy with your current life, don't blame anyone else. Don't blame your family, friends, or the people around you. Look at yourself and ask, what can I do to change this situation? And when you answer that question, you'll see that you can start taking action right away. One of the most important aspects of taking responsibility for your life is setting clear goals. These goals aren't just things you desire, but specific actions you need to take to achieve them. Each goal must be broken down into practical steps you can take today. Remember, success doesn't come from big leaps. It comes from small, consistent actions. The way to achieve big goals is by breaking them down into small steps and working on them persistently. Don't wait until everything is perfect before taking action. Start with what you have and do the best you can with what you've got. Set up an action system for yourself every day. Instead of sitting and waiting for everything to be perfect, start acting with what you have. If you want to achieve financial goals, start by managing your monthly expenses. If you want to improve your health, start exercising every morning, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Start with small actions, and you'll see progress every day. Never say, I don't have the resources or I don't have enough time. Successful people don't wait for everything to be perfect. They work with what they have, and they don't let anything stop them from taking action. They understand that progress is more important than perfection. So, start with simple things and build them into long-term habits. Successful people don't stop looking for challenges to overcome. They're not afraid of failure because they understand that failure is a valuable lesson. Every failure brings you closer to success. Failure is not bad. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. When you take responsibility and start taking action, you'll realize that everything will change. You will no longer feel helpless or discouraged. Instead, you will feel stronger and more confident than ever. You won't need anyone to push you anymore because you've already created your own motivation. Start now. Don't wait any longer. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. You are the only one who can change your life, and that change starts today. In conclusion, taking responsibility for your life is the first step to achieving success. Don't blame others or your circumstances. Start taking action today, whether you feel ready or not. Set clear goals, break them down into specific actions, and pursue them persistently every day. When you take responsibility, you will start to see opportunities everywhere, and every challenge will become an opportunity for growth. Part 3, work in silence. One of the biggest mistakes I see in today's society is that people only work when they have the attention of others. They want others to know what they are doing. They want to be praised for what they are about to do, rather than for what they have already done. They share their process, brag about their first steps, their unfinished ideas, and expect recognition from the very beginning. But this will only distract you from the actual work that needs to be done and lead to long-term failure. Success doesn't come from being seen. It comes from working hard in silence. No one will understand or recognize your efforts immediately, and that's okay. True success comes from working without the need for recognition, applause, or praise. Are you willing to work in silence and let your results speak for themselves? The great people in history didn't publicize their plans to the world. They didn't feel the need to share their process with anyone. They simply worked, and worked. And when success came, they didn't need to explain anymore. Their results spoke for themselves. You've surely met people who constantly talk about their plans and share their projects in the early stages, but when you look back, they haven't accomplished anything. They seek recognition, they want attention to feel like they are doing something important. But remember, attention from others does not help you make progress. It's just a habit that pulls you away from focusing on the real work. Never forget that true value comes from action. 1. Silence is your power. Working in silence is an invisible strength. When you don't need the attention of others, you can focus completely on your work without distractions. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The important thing is proving to yourself that you can achieve what you desire. Silence helps you build inner strength. When you work without needing praise or recognition from others, you'll find that you can go much further and become much stronger. Every great success starts from simple, persistent actions without immediate recognition. Silence also helps you protect your energy. When you share too much about what you're working on, you're spending energy explaining, justifying, or simply seeking validation from others. Instead of doing that, keep your focus on your work and conserve your energy for the important actions. Sometimes silence is the most powerful weapon you have to avoid short-term satisfaction and move towards long-term success. 2. You don't need to explain everything. Successful people are not the ones explaining every step of their journey. They don't need to explain why they are working or why they believe in an idea. They understand that their success will be the greatest answer to all the questions. They don't worry about convincing others. They only need to convince themselves that they can do it. If you want to change the world, you have to work and prove it to people, not just talk about it. There are many people who dream of success, but get stuck in the need to explain themselves. They spend too much time explaining why they are doing something instead of actually doing it. If you want success, stop explaining and start acting. Success doesn't require explanations. When you achieve what you want, you don't have to explain anything to anyone. 3. Don't boast about your plans. Just do it. A common mistake many people make is boasting about their plans without taking action. They talk about the big ideas they are working on, the projects they are about to start, but in reality, they haven't done anything yet. People love to hear about grand plans, but it's the actual results that make the difference. Remember, people care about what you've accomplished, not what you promised to do. If you want to earn respect, don't boast about what you plan to do. Let your results speak for themselves. When you start implementing your plan and see the results from your actions, you won't need to explain anymore, because success will speak for itself. Stop seeking attention and start focusing on the work. You'll find that when you work in silence without worrying about what others think, you'll have more room to create and execute what you want. Just work and success will follow. 4. Silence is when you build character. Silence is also when you build character and inner strength. Only when you work in silence can you focus on what truly matters without being distracted by external factors. You'll learn how to face challenges without needing motivation from others. Remember, no one can lift you up, only you can stand firm on your own. Silence helps you develop patience and perseverance. Successful people are not those who quickly achieve everything. They are the ones who know how to be patient, work consistently, and never give up. They understand that great success doesn't come overnight, but is the result of quiet efforts made every day. 5. No need for immediate recognition. It's very important to never expect immediate recognition. Many people want applause as soon as they start, but the truth is, success doesn't always come quickly. Instead, focus on working every day, trying a little bit more each day. What you gain from working in silence is a growth from within, independent of any praise from the outside. In conclusion, work in silence without seeking attention or recognition from others. True success comes from focusing on your work, taking consistent action every day, and letting your results speak for themselves. When you work in silence and don't need to explain, you'll see a remarkable difference in your life and career. Part 4, create discipline to overcome inspiration. Inspiration is something very unpredictable. It may come when you're feeling joyful and full of energy, but it can also disappear just when you need it the most. Inspiration can be a great companion, but it's not something you can rely on to build long-term success. Think about those days when you wake up feeling strong, ready for a productive day of work. But just a few hours later, you lose motivation and don't want to do anything. That's why successful people don't depend on inspiration to achieve their goals. They rely on discipline. Discipline isn't something you only have when you're excited. Write in the comments, "I commit to building my discipline every day." Share with us one small step you will take today to create discipline in your life. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Successful people understand that they can't only work when inspired, they work even when inspiration is nowhere to be found. They build habits and systems that make them act automatically every day, regardless of how they feel. Imagine this. A professional athlete doesn't only train when they feel like it. They train every day, no matter their emotions or current state. Whether it's raining or sunny, whether they're tired or full of energy, they still go out to practice. Not because they're inspired, but because they understand that success doesn't come from random bursts of inspiration, it comes from daily discipline. The same applies to work and life. You can't just work when you feel motivated. You have to build a system of discipline that allows you to act automatically every day without waiting for inspiration to show up. What's important is that you have a system that helps you not to overthink how to get started, but just to do it. When you have discipline, you'll work every day whether you're feeling motivated or not, because you understand that the key is to keep moving forward every day, even with small steps. 1. Discipline is a long-term commitment. Discipline is a long-term commitment, not just a short-term effort. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Long-term success doesn't come from working hard for a few days and then resting, but from working hard over an extended period, regardless of inspiration. Discipline is a commitment to yourself and your goals. When you commit to a goal, you don't look for excuses to delay. You don't wait for a perfect day to start again. You have to build a habit that you carry out every day, whether you feel good about it or not. Successful people don't just rely on positive feelings to achieve something. They know that discipline is what gets them to the finish line. 2. Build daily discipline habits. To build discipline, you need to create daily habits. Start with simple things like waking up early each morning, planning for the next day before you go to bed, and staying punctual. When you do these things consistently, they will become automatic habits that don't require too much effort. Remember that discipline isn't something that will force you immediately, but it will become part of your life once you establish the habit. Discipline is about repeated action every day until it becomes part of who you are. The best way to build a habit is to start with small things and then expand from there. For example, if you want to write a book, don't try to write a whole chapter immediately. Start by writing 500 words every day, and over time, you'll find yourself writing more. 3. Discipline is consistency, not perfection. One of the biggest mistakes people often make when talking about discipline is thinking that discipline must be paired with perfection. The truth is, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't need to do everything perfectly from the start. You just need to keep moving steadily each day. Discipline is about committing to taking small actions every day, even if the results are not perfect, as long as you're always moving forward. Don't let worries about perfection stop you from acting. Discipline is acting, even though everything is not perfect. You'll never achieve great results if you wait for everything to be perfect. Successful people don't reach success from perfect attempts. They learn from their mistakes and keep moving forward. Discipline is about continuing to work, improving and striving despite setbacks and failures. 4. Build a support system for discipline. To maintain discipline, you need to build a support system. One of the most important things for maintaining discipline is creating an environment that helps you stay focused. Eliminate distractions that cause you to procrastinate. If you want to focus on your work, clean up your workspace, remove unnecessary items, and create a space dedicated only to working. Create a system that helps you maintain discipline without overthinking. Set clear rules for yourself, such as not using your phone during work hours or dedicating at least 30 minutes every morning to planning. Just like a professional athlete follows a strict training schedule, you need to have a clear work schedule that helps you maintain focus and productivity. 5. Discipline is inner strength. Finally, discipline is inner strength. It's the ability to keep going even when you feel exhausted. When inspiration is absent, discipline is what helps you push through challenges and difficulties. Remember, discipline is the strength that allows you to work even when no one is cheering you on. This is a key factor that makes the difference between those who succeed and those who never finish what they start. In conclusion, discipline is the most important factor in achieving long-term success. Don't rely on inspiration because it's inconsistent. Build a system of discipline every day and persist with good habits. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance and consistency. When you build discipline, you'll find that nothing can stop you on your path to success. Part 5. Believe in your own abilities. One important thing you need to understand, and I want you to remember for the rest of your life, no one will believe in you more than you believe in yourself. In this life, no one can trust you more than you trust yourself. You cannot rely on acceptance or encouragement from others to move forward. They might motivate you for a moment, but your persistence and success depend solely on your unwavering belief in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, no one else can do it for you. Self-confidence is not something you have from the start. It is built over time, through challenges, through failures, and getting back up, through every decision you make to keep moving forward despite the obstacles. Belief in yourself is not just feeling comfortable with who you are, but a deep understanding that you can overcome any barrier to achieve what you desire. If you don't believe in yourself, doubt will always reside in your mind. Doubt is the greatest enemy of success. It will make you give up as soon as you face a difficulty. It will make you hesitate when an opportunity comes. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't be able to convince anyone else to believe in you, and you will definitely miss many opportunities in life. Believing in yourself is the key to unlocking the door to the opportunities you've been searching for. Belief in yourself is the foundation of all success. Comment below with your biggest goal and the first action you will take today to make it happen. When you believe in your abilities, you no longer fear criticism, differing opinions, or doubts from others. You don't need consensus or validation from the outside to continue on your path. You've decided that you will succeed, and nothing can stop you. Success doesn't come from luck or circumstances. It comes from persistence and never giving up, no matter how hard the situation gets. A person with strong self-belief will never be defeated by ignorance, criticism, or ridicule from others. They know that success is the result of commitment to their goals, and they never let anyone, including themselves, hinder their journey toward that success. 1. Build confidence from small actions. Believing in yourself starts with small actions. Don't wait until you accomplish something big to feel confident. Start with the smallest steps, and each time you complete a small goal, your confidence will be reinforced a little more. When you take small actions and succeed, you'll realize that you can accomplish even greater things. In fact, one of the most effective ways to build self-confidence is to follow through and complete what you've committed to doing. Start with small goals, whether it's reading a chapter of a book every day, exercising every morning, or finishing a work project on time. When you achieve these things, your belief in yourself will grow. 2. Perseverance is the companion of belief. Belief in yourself doesn't just come from the pride of success, it also comes from perseverance in the face of failure. You will inevitably encounter challenges and difficulties in life, but if you persevere and never quit, no matter how many times you fail, your confidence will become stronger than ever. When you fail, instead of collapsing and giving up, treat it as a valuable lesson to learn and grow from. Perseverance is the clearest proof of your belief in yourself. Every time you rise after a failure, not only do you become stronger, but you also build a solid foundation to face even greater challenges in the future. 3. Set clear goals and act on them. To build belief in yourself, you need to have a clear direction. Set goals for your life and take action every day to achieve them. Don't let life pass by without having a specific goal. Write down your goals and break them into small, actionable steps that you can take every day. When you take small steps toward a big goal, you'll realize that not only will you accomplish the goal, but you'll also strengthen your belief in your own abilities. You'll see that nothing is impossible if you have enough persistence and self-belief. 4. Tell yourself you deserve success. Belief in yourself doesn't just come from actions, but also from the thoughts in your mind. You have to tell yourself every day that you deserve success. Don't let self-doubt or negative thoughts control you. When you believe that you deserve good things, you will begin to act with positive energy, and that is the first step in turning your dreams into reality. Remember, no one can evaluate you more than you can evaluate yourself. You must believe in yourself and your abilities no matter what others think. Always remember that you can achieve anything if you truly believe in yourself and never give up. 5. The final question: do you have enough determination to never give up? So, the final question I want you to ask yourself is, do you have enough determination to never give up? If the answer is yes, then now is the time to start taking action. Stop waiting and don't let doubt stop you from moving forward. You can achieve what you want. You just need to believe in yourself and start right now. Believing in yourself is the key that opens all doors of opportunity. When you believe in your abilities, nothing can stop you. Stop waiting and start acting right now, because only when you believe in yourself will you be able to do extraordinary things. In conclusion, to achieve success, you must believe in your own abilities. Don't wait for recognition from others. Belief in yourself is the strength that will help you overcome all difficulties and lead you to the goals you desire. You can do this, and the important thing is that you must start right now. Believe in yourself, and nothing will stop you. We don't need permission. Your success does not depend on others. Don't wait for someone to applaud you. Don't wait for recognition from anyone. You need to work for yourself, for your own future. Your life, your decisions, and your success will be the result of the actions you take every day. No one can do that for you. Only you can build your own path. Now is the time for you to start. Don't wait another second. You are the only one who can change your life. And that change starts today, right now, with the decisive actions you take. The small steps you begin today will lead you to a brighter, stronger future. So I challenge you. Comment below with a declaration for yourself, a statement that, when you read it again, will remind you of your commitment to never give up. Right? I commit to taking action and changing my life starting today, and let that statement drive you forward through every challenge you face.